Here is an interesting quote. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you are right. You have built-in beliefs and perceptions about yourself and life from all your past experiences. Every day, you have all sorts of thoughts and feelings running through your mind and body, 95% of which are the same as the day before. That includes your attitude, mindset, and beliefs about pretty much everything in your life. When you get up in the morning, don't focus on negative circumstances, possibly from the day before, about what has happened and what is yet to be. Start your day the right way to try and make that automatic 95% as fruitful and positive as it can be. Some people wake up and first thing in the morning they feed their mind with junk. They look at their social media, they complain about the traffic coming up later in the day, and they bring in all this negative energy that otherwise should not be there. How do you start your day? Do you just jump out of bed, or do you take time to prepare for what the day is going to bring you? Planning your days is a crucial part of becoming successful. You can't face life carelessly. You can't attack each day thoughtlessly. If you take out time in the morning to plan for the rest of the day will run smoothly. Where do you want to go today? What new thing do you want to try? What do you want to have accomplished by the time you go to bed? Write down your answers to those questions. Write down your goals every day. You can only accomplish the big goals when you accomplish the little ones that form them. Setting the right attitude for the day is just as important as planning your day. Before you even begin to plan your day, make sure you're in the right frame of mind. Meditate and clear your mind of all the negativity from the day before. Flush out all negative thoughts and energies. Did you know your thoughts can literally make you sick? That also means your thoughts can make you healthy. List all of the good things you have in your life and express your gratitude for them. Focus on the things that are going right for you. Doing this goes a long way in arming you with the right attitude to plan and go through your day effectively. Don't underestimate the power of your attitude. It dictates how you will respond to whatever you face during the day. So make the effort to start every day in the right frame of mind.
Set your goals for your life. Where do you want to be in the next 5 years? Where do you want to be in the next 10 years? What do you want to have achieved by the time you're 30 or 40 or 50? Think about these questions, and when you have your answers, write them down. Make writing down your goals a habit. When you do, you're able to hold yourself accountable, and it helps you to remember what you're aiming to achieve. Paint a picture of the life that you want to live. Have a vision. When you have your big picture, think about what needs to be done for it to become your reality. Don't dream for the sake of dreaming. Dream to make those dreams come true. Imagining a life is not enough for you to live it. To get to where you want to be, you need to have a plan. And for that plan to be effective, you have to know where you are. You can't get to your desired destination without first knowing where you are. So you know where you are and you know where you want to be. So how are you going to get out of your current circumstances and into the life you have been dreaming of? You're going to need 2 things. You will need a plan of action. Break your main goal into smaller goals to be completed one after another over given periods of time, like a series of steps. As you do this, think about what you're capable of doing, but challenge yourself. The other thing that you will need is a strong desire to succeed. How badly do you want to be successful? What are you willing to give up? Are you willing to let go of some leisures? Are you willing to leave some friends behind? Are you willing to give up your sleep? How badly do you want it? To be a successful individual, you will have to make a lot of sacrifices as you work towards your goal. There is no way to avoid it. Until you're willing to give all that you have to see your dream become a reality, it will never happen. You have to want it as badly as you need to breathe. You have to want it more than you need sleep. You have to want it so much that you eat, drink, and breathe your success.
So what are you going to do about your desire to be successful? Are you just going to sit back and think, if I want it bad enough, then it'll come to me? It doesn't work like that. If you want to have success, if you really, really want it, you will go out and get it. You have to give everything that you have to get what you want. Don't leave anything on the table. It's going to be so hard, but you have to be unrelenting. You have to be unyielding. No matter what challenge you face, no matter what obstacle rises up, you cannot take your foot off of the accelerator. Every single day that you are alive, you should be working and pushing yourself and striving to create the life that you have envisioned for yourself. Be disciplined. You can't be a world beater without discipline. You can't be great without discipline. Now, don't think of discipline as punishment. It is deciding to do what you know you need to do when you're supposed to do it, especially when you don't feel like doing it. It's being able to overcome procrastination. Don't put things off. Don't waste your time. It's limited. You don't have time to waste time. Everyone has the same 24 hours in a day, and a lot of people are facing things similar to what you're facing. The only difference between the people that make it to the next level and those that stay where they are is what they do with their 24 hours. You should be moving closer to your dream every day. I need you to know that it is almost impossible to persevere unless you love what you do. And if you have the right motives, your work should be your passion. You should derive joy from doing the work and not from the rewards that come. When your labor is from the heart, it makes everything so much more fulfilling. But you also need to find your purpose. Ask yourself why you're waking up every morning and working so hard. Is it for your family? Is it to prove people or yourself wrong? Is it to leave a mark on the world? Your why must be greater than every single thing that life throws at you. Your purpose is what will pick you up when you get knocked down, and what will give you your second, third, fourth, and fifth wind when you're tired. You can't succeed without having direction.
If there's one thing that can stop you from achieving your goals, it is your belief or lack of belief in yourself. If you don't think you can be successful, you will not be successful. It's in your hands and no one else's. No one is going to do the work for you. No one is going to struggle for you. No one is going to bear your pain for you. You must believe that it is possible for you to live a prosperous and fulfilled life. If you don't believe in yourself, no one can believe in you. Make positive affirmations about yourself. Remind yourself that you are already great and that you just need to step into that greatness. Tell yourself that you're powerful and capable of doing amazing things. Push the limits of what you can do and be willing to learn from everyone. Don't let life knock you down and keep you down. Your circumstances don't define you. Your failures don't define you. Your parents' failures don't define you. If you fall, learn from it. If your parents failed, learn from them. They made the mistakes that they made so that you wouldn't have to make them. Every setback is a setup for success. Let them propel you into your success. Don't allow them to force you into giving up. You have come way too far to give up now. Make a commitment to keep moving forward, no matter what you face. It doesn't matter how you move, just keep moving. Run, walk, crawl, drag yourself forward and into the future you have designed for yourself. It's not over until you win. You have the final say. Live life on your own terms.
Here's a short story by Team MotivationSupreme that will get you thinking about your life. Once upon a time, a daughter complained to her father that her life was miserable and that she didn't know how she was going to make it. She was tired of fighting and struggling all the time. It seemed just as one problem was solved, another one followed. Her father, a chef, took her to the kitchen. He filled 3 pots with water and placed each on a high fire. Once the 3 pots began to boil, he placed potatoes in one pot, eggs in the second, and ground coffee beans in the third pot. He then let them sit and boil without saying a word to his daughter. The daughter moaned and impatiently waited, wondering what he was doing. After 20 minutes, he turned off the burners. He took the potatoes out of the pot and placed them in a bowl. He pulled the boiled eggs out and placed them in a bowl. He then ladled the coffee out and placed it in a cup. Turning to her, he said, "Daughter, "What do you see?" "Potatoes, eggs, and coffee," she hastily replied. "Look closer," he said, "and touch the potatoes." She did, and noticed that they were soft. He then asked her to take an egg and break it. After pulling off the shell, she observed a hard-boiled egg. Finally, he asked her to take a sip of the coffee. Its rich aroma brought a smile to her face. "Father, what does this mean?" she asked. He then explained that the potatoes, the eggs, and the coffee beans had each faced the same adversity, the boiling water. However, each one reacted differently. The potato went in strong, hard, and unrelenting, but in boiling water, it became soft and weak. The egg was fragile, with the thin outer shell protecting its liquid interior until it was put into boiling water. Then, the inside of the egg became hard. However, the ground coffee beans were unique. After they were exposed to the boiling water, they changed the water and created something new. "Which are you?" he asked his daughter. "When adversity knocks on your door, how do you respond? Are you a potato, an egg, or a coffee bean?"